Hi dear children, in this class we are going to learn about the blood. So the blood is a liquid connective tissue which carries the important substances such as food material, gases and hormones. It is circulated throughout the body, then through the circulation it supplies nutrients as well as the respiratory gases. So the amount of blood varies from male to female. The male, the amount of blood is 5 to 6 liter and female 4.5 to 5.5 liters. Okay, it is the blood amount of blood in the male and female. This blood is classified, the component of blood is divided into two. One is blood plasma and another one is the formally elements. Okay. Blood plasma occupies 55% of the total blood and formed elements occupy 45% of the total blood. Okay. The blood plasma contain different types of substances. We can see one by one. So we can simply remember the substances present in the plasma are by W pin WGR. Okay. So W stands for water. P stands for plasma protein, I for ions, N for nutrient, W for waste products, G for gases, R for regulating substances. Even though so many substances are present in the plasma, the blood plasma proteins are very essential, important. There are three types. One is the albumin, second one is the globulin, and third one is fibrin. Okay. So first albumin. Albumin maintains osmotic pressure. The time of blood circulation with the osmotic pressure only given by the albumin, blood circulates throughout the body. Second one, globulin. Globulin for antibody production. This antibody production help us from the infectious agents. Then fibrin, essential for the blood clotting mechanism. Okay, so these are three important proteins present in the plasma. Second one, formed elements, it occupies 45%. Simply we can say blood cells. There are three types. One is the RBC, second one is the WBC, and third one is the platelets. Formed elements are three types. One is RBC, second one is WBC, and third one is the platelets. First, we are going to learn about RBC. The RBC is nothing but a red blood corpuscle. It is also called as erythrocytes. Okay, erythrocytes are erythro plus cytes. Erythro na red, cytes are cell, erythrocytes. The RBC cell are originated in the bone marrow. Bone marrow ஆரம்பிக்கும் நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம் bone marrow and it destroyed in liver. Okay, we can learn that later. RBC cells are circular and biconcave in nature. They are spherical and biconcave in nature. What is biconcave? மேலையும் கீழே பள்ளமா இருக்கும். பாத்தீங்களா, இங்கேயும் பள்ளமா இருக்கு, இங்கேயும் பள்ளமா இருக்கும். It's a biconcave in nature. So now we have confusion about what is convex and concave. Understood? Concave na என்னன்னு சொன்னா concave you see is a convex. Okay. The con with cave என்னது caveனா cave k sound. அப்ப இது k sound. The k but போட்டுட்டா that is concave. It is biconcave. It is vex biconvex. Okay. So the RBC cells are or erythrocytes are non-nucleated, disc-shaped and biconcave in nature, 7.5 micron in length and thickness is 2 micron. Okay. RBC is very important blood cells. It contains hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, I think in Pirchi Parchina, heme plus globin. Okay. Heme means iron, globin means protein. So iron containing protein is hemoglobin is essential for the transportation of oxygen. Hemoglobin performs two functions. One is It gives a red color to the blood, as well as it carries the oxygen. Since hemoglobin carries the oxygen in the blood and transport or distribute to all over the body, that's why the hemoglobin is also called as oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen carry பண்றதால our பேரு oxyhemoglobin. Okay. So these RBC cells I already told you originated or start from the bone marrow and survives 120 days in male and female is 110 days. After the lifespan, 120 days in male, 110 days in female, RBC cell reach the liver and destroy. That's why the liver is also called as the graveyard. Graveyard, liver and spleen are also called as the graveyard of red blood corpuscles. Okay. So these tissues, the red blood cells, in 1 cubic millimeter of blood, 5 to 5.5 million RBC cells are present. அப்போ 1 cubic millimeter ஒரு drop blood இருக்குன்னா அதுல 5 இருந்து 5.5 million RBC cells are there. If the RBC count is vary, கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இருக்கு இல்ல அதிகமாச்சுன்னா some defects are common among the human being. Deficiency of RBC causes anemia. Excess of RBC in the blood causes the polycythemia. Okay, these are the characteristic features of red blood corpuscles. Okay, in the formula elements, the second one is WBC. The WBC is nothing but white blood corpuscles. It is also called as leukocytes. Okay, leuko means white, cytes means cells. These WBC cells originated in bone marrow and destroyed in the liver. Okay, these WBC cells, the lifespan of WBC cell is 10 to 14 days, maximum 2 weeks. 10 days இருந்து 2 வாரம் வரைக்கும் சர்வை பண்ணோம். Then they destroy by themselves and new cells are formed. Okay, in 1 cubic millimeter of blood, the total amount of WBC is 10,000 to 25,000. 25,000 is the maximum. So 10,000 is the 10 to 14,000 is the average. Okay. These WBC cells are differ from RBC because when we learned about the RBC cells are circular, biconcave, non-nucleated. But these cells are not circular in shape, they are irregular in shape, they are having nucleus. The main function of WBC, the production of antibodies. The antibodies involved in the protection from infectious agents. Since WBC protect us from the disease causing agent, these cells are called as soldier of our body or police force of our body. Okay, then these WBC cells are again divided into 2 types as granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes பிரிச்சுபடி granules around the nucleus, small granules are there. Cytes means cells. So those cells of WBC having granules around the nucleus. Okay, you just imagine the nucleus, around the nucleus. If the granules are present, they are called as granulocytes. If the granules are absent, they are called as the agranulocytes. So the granulocytes are 3 types. One is the neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. First one, neutrophil, the total count is 60 to 65% of total WBC cells. So granulocytes content is 60 to 65%. Okay, these cells are contain 2 to 7 lobes of nucleus. That's why it is also called as PMN. PMN stands for P polymorphonuclear neutrophil. Since the nucleus is not proper shape, it's a different shape. That's why it gets the name as the polymorphonuclear neutrophil. This neutrophil content is high or more in the blood at the time of infection and inflammation. நம்ம உடம்புல ஏதாவது இன்ஃபெக்ஷன்ஸ் ஏஜென்ட் உள்ள வந்துருச்சுன்னா அப்போ இன்ஃப்ளமேஷன் ஏதாவது வீக்கம் நடந்தது கீழே அடிப்பட்டு விழுந்துட்டோ இல்லை ஏன்னா வீக்கமாக இருந்தால் அந்த ரெண்டு டைம்லையும் நியூட்ரோஃபில் கண்டென்ட் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் ஈஸ்னோஃபில். இட் இஸ் 3 to 6% of total or the WBC cell, 3 to 6%. These eosinophil are more in number at the time of allergy and inflammation. நம்ம ஏதாவது அலர்ஜி ஆயிடுது உடம்புலன்னா அப்போ ஈஸ்னோஃபில் கண்டென்ட் அதிகமாக இருக்கும், இன்ஃப்ளமேஷன் கூட அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஆல்சோ தீஸ் ஈஸ்னோஃபில் செல்ஸ் ஆர் motile cells. Motile cells na movable cell. They move from blood to tissues. Okay. And third one is the basophil. The eosinophil pathina. The eosinophil, it contains 8-fold shaped nucleus. The 8-fold, yeah, adu bola nucleus. Around the nucleus, granules are there. The next one, basophil. Basophil just opposite to the eosinophil. 8-fold kavuthu poda epdi irukum. Because 8-fold திருப்பி போட எப்படி இருக்கும். I mean it's சைன் ஆஃப் கோப்ரா. இந்த கோப்ரோடைய நெக்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு மாதிரி சைன் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி நியூக்ளியஸ் இருக்கும் பேசோஃபில். இட் இஸ் வாட் இட்ஸ் ஆல்சோ வாட் மோர் இன் நம்பர்ஸ் அட் டைம் ஆஃப் இன்ஃப்ளமேஷன். அண்ட் தி பேசோஃபில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஸ்பெஷல் ப்ரோட்டீன் தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஹெப்பாரின். ஓகே, ஹெப்பாரின் இஸ் எசென்ஷியல் டு prevent the blood coagulation inside the blood vessels. ரெண்டு விஷயம் நடக்கணும். உடம்புல இருந்து பிளட் வெளியே வந்துட்டா பிளட் கிளாட் ஆகணும். தென் ஒன்லி ப்ளீடிங் வில் பி அரெஸ்டட். உடம்புக்குள்ள பிளட் கிளாட் ஆகக்கூடாது. அப்போ உடம்புக்கு வெளியில பிளட் கிளாட் ஆகிறத ரெகுலேட் பண்ணக்கூடியது த்ராம்போசைட்ஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் we can learn platelets. That's the platelets. Inside the blood vessel பிளட் கிளாட் ஆகாம இருக்கிறதுக்காக ஹெப்பாரின் என்ற ஒரு புரோட்டீனை பேசோஃபில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணும். This heparin prevents the blood coagulation inside the blood vessels. Okay, these are the three types of granulocytes. I mean neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. Next one, agranulocytes. Agranulocytes already I discussed. No granules around the nucleus. Okay, that is the agranulocytes. There are two types. One is the lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocyte content is 25% of total WBC cells. The main function of lymphocytes produce the antibodies. Antibody, it gives the protection from disease-causing agent. The nucleus is irregular shape. And next one, the monocyte is the last one. The monocytes only 5 to 6% of the total WBC cell. And these monocyte tissue cells are more in numbers. I mean, they involved in the phagocytosis process. Okay, phagocytosis na enna? Phagocytosis, when microorganism enters into human body, in order to destroy the microorganism, the monocytes go and engulf, அப்படியே swallow பண்ணி முழுங்கிடும். அது முழுங்கிட்டு அது destroy பண்ணிடும். That's why this process is called the phagocytosis. So monocytes are mainly involved in the protection. Okay, I forgot one more term. Basophil content is 0.5% to 1% of the total WBC cells. Okay. The third one is blood platelets. These cells are plate-like structure, spherical and no nucleus. That's why it gets the name as the blood platelets. The blood platelets is also called as thrombocytes. Okay, thrombocytes are the thrombo plus cytes. Thrombosis means blood clotting. Cytes means cells. Since the platelets are involved in the blood clotting mechanism, that's why it gets the name as thrombocytes. Then the lifespan of blood platelets is 8 to 10 days. And 1 cubic millimeter of blood around 2.5 to 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs platelet cells are there in the human blood. The main function of blood platelets involved in the blood coagulation. Blood coagulation means blood clotting. காயம்பட்டது அடிபட்டு போயிட்டுனா இன்ஜுரி ஆயிடுது, அப்போ ப்ளீடிங் நடக்குது இல்லையா, அந்த ப்ளீடிங் என்ன பண்ணால் ஆஃப்டர் சம் டைம்ஸ் it will covered by the blood layer after exposed to air, through which blood clotting, bleeding has stopped. And the bleeding நிறுத்துறதுக்கு blood clot பண்ணணும் இல்லையா, அந்த blood clot பண்றது தான் blood platelets வேலை. Deficiency of blood platelets, we lose the blood clotting ability, blood clot ஆகாது, blood உடனே வெளியே வந்துடும். So the deficiency of blood platelets, the thrombocyte, is called as thrombocytopenia. Thrombocytopenia, it is dreadful dangerous disease. Okay, so deficiency of platelets causes thrombocytopenia, and we lose the blood clotting mechanism or ability. Okay, these are all the functions and characteristic features of blood platelets or thrombocytes. Now we are going to learn about functions of blood. Blood plays very important role in the human body. They perform different functions. We can learn one by one. First one, it transports oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, it is a transporting medium of respiratory gases. ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து ஒரு இடத்துக்கு ஆக்சிஜனையும் கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடையும் கொண்டு போகிறதுக்கு blood ரொம்ப அவசியம். Second one, it transports food after the digestion. The nutrient mixed with the blood, through the blood only, all the tissues receives the blood, receive the food. Okay, so it transporting the food material. And third one, it transport metabolic wastes. Okay, metabolic wastes after the digestion and the metabolic process, waste materials are produced. The waste material transported to the excretory organ through the blood. Okay, and fourth one, blood transport the hormones. Endocrine gland secretes hormones. These different hormones will be distributed to the target organ with the help of the blood. Okay, so it acts as a carrier of hormones, and it regulates the pH and body temperature. Okay, so fifth one, maintain the body temperature and the pH. pH means the power of hydrogen. And whatever what other regulate the blood. And last one, it regulates the water balance the body. Okay, என்ன அளவுக்கு வாட்டர் இருக்கணும், எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும்ன்றத முடிவு பண்ணக்கூடியது blood தான். So it maintains the water balance through which the system will functioning efficiently. These are all the functions of blood. Once again, it transport oxygen and carbon dioxide, simply respiratory gases. Second one, it transport the food material after digestion, and it carries the waste materials after the metabolism. Metabolism முடிஞ்ச உடனே அந்த எல்லா waste materialயும் excretory organ கொண்டு போகக்கூடியது blood. And it transport or distribute the hormones from the endocrine gland to target organs. Regulate the pH and body temperature, regulates the water balance. Okay, these are all the functions of blood. Any doubt? Thank you for watching.